better late than never, I suppose. So let's get into it. Pile number 1, as I knock over the table. Welcome to your reading. So let's just get into it. The rune you chose was Rido in reverse, and you chose the Prenite and Epidote bracelet. So I'm just going to put it on to connect to your energy. Spirit, please open the space and allow me to connect to my pile number 1. Please allow me to deliver the messages that are most accurate and pertinent at this time, and let's get it. All right, so your card that is signifying the entire reading here is Justice. We also have grounding, creation, stagnation, concentration in reverse. And for your channeled messages, you have demonic entities, soften up and be vulnerable in reverse. I will possess your heart, sobriety, and trauma bonding in reverse. All right, so let's get into this, and let's start with your rune. So Rido is a rune that I kind of associate with forward movement. It's like, the way that it was taught to me is that it's kind of like that moment after the arrow has been released from a bow. And with it showing up in reverse here is kind of coming through as almost like a blockage of some sort, as far as forward movement in your life and in your goals. And with Justice here being your signifier card, this is kind of telling me that this is due to some of your subconscious decisions and patterns that have gone unaddressed. There's healing work that you need to do, pile 1, and it's definitely been neglected. So you may be feeling this sense of stagnation in your life, as if the things that you're putting forward into motion are not coming to fruition. This is due to a lack of concentration here. You may be afraid to make an ass out of yourself, or maybe you are making an ass out of yourself. Sorry, pile 1, this is a little bit of a read in this reading, but it's for your own good, so let's get into it. So what you need at this time in order to bring about the things that you're trying to create is you need to ground yourself, and you need to really tap into those root chakra energies. Are there low vibrational things that you're still holding on to and doing that are holding you back? Are you drinking too much? Have you done your shadow work? Are you... That's my oven. Anyways, you know, have you done your shadow work? Are you afraid to look in the mirror and see what is truly there? You may be feeding your inner demons at this time. With sobriety here as well. Overindulging. These things are a way to keep you from tapping into your heart space, pile 1. Yeah, this is keeping you from tapping into your heart space, and it's keeping you from being able to connect to the people around you and to connect with the world around you. That's the reason why you're not feeling a sense of fulfillment and forward motion that you should be feeling. And that's confirmed here with the World in reverse. Where did the card go? Jesus. Hold on, the card flew across the room. How do you want to receive, Spirit? In reverse. Yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles here in reverse as well. You're lacking stable foundations in the physical at this time. An Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you're not putting in the work that needs to be done. All right, so what's the advice here? Knight of Cups in reverse is telling you don't be impulsive at this time. It's not about what you feel needs. It's not about what feels good to you at this time. It's more about your stability. Look at the areas of your life in which you've been neglecting. You know, sometimes it's scary to take those first steps. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but ultimately that's what is going to help you to move forward. You have to look in the mirror to know what changes need to be made. All right? And when you're making those changes, you'll finally be able to sleep better at night, and you'll be able to be more vulnerable because being more vulnerable in order to reach emotional fulfillment. Because right now, what I'm seeing is that these anxieties that you're trying to self-soothe and trying to basically numb yourself out to, it's preventing you from achieving what you really want, whatever new beginning that you're looking for, pile one. Yeah, so you need to establish firmer boundaries with yourself and a sense of give and take. Cut out the addictions, essentially. That's really what I'm picking up in this. You know what needs to be done, so go do it. Yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, they're just saying in order to find satisfaction, you really need to start making wiser decisions. Right? This is in regards to physical things and addictions. Like, I'm really picking up drinking heavily here. Yeah. So I would recommend maybe reaching out to a counselor if you need to. And if you're interested, I can also help you out with using Reiki to help you energetically get through this time as well, pile one. If that's something you're interested in, my email is in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out and we can get that settled for you. Yes, prices and email will be in the description box below. And with that, let's get into pile number 2. It's fairly straightforward. All right. All right. All right, pile number 2. You chose Perthro as your rune, and let's get into your reading. So your signifier card is the Lovers in reverse, and for your tarot cards, I'm sorry, not your tarot cards, your oracle cards, we have Love, Beauty, Compassion in reverse. All of these are in reverse, Love, Beauty, and Compassion in reverse, as well as the Lovers in reverse, which is very interesting, mind you. We have Challenge and Positive Energy, and for your channeled messages, we have Shiva, Stalking your social media, Ancient India, Money Bag, a new career opportunity is coming towards you, so be ready. I'm tired of fighting, let's make up. Poison inoculation, Benevolent, and I know you. Interesting. All right, so let's start with your rune. Perthro is a rune of chance. This is the lots. So people would throw the dice. It's a dice cup. So this is sort of, a toss-up. You may be feeling like your life could go either way at this point. One thing to remember about Perthro, though, is that this is also technically could be viewed as the womb. So this is also a slightly feminine rune in nature. There may be some benefit here to getting more in touch with your divine feminine side here. With love, beauty, and compassion all in reverse, that's giving me a lot of Venusian energy. That's not being tapped into. So maybe you're standing too firmly in your masculine energy at this point, pile 1. Pile 2. And it would behoove you to balance these two poles in yourselves, especially with Shiva here. He's also showing up in the oracle cards as well. So what Shiva is here to tell you is to go within at this time and to not feel lesser than for tapping into the softer sides of yourself and the darker sides of yourself. There's something here about maybe looking into your birth chart and understanding the amount of yin and yang energies in your chart. So what that's saying is that, for example, water and earth signs are considered to be more yin in nature. So they're tending to be more passive, softer, more receptive in nature, whereas fire and air signs are considered to be more yang. So they're going to be more active, more, more young. So maybe your chart has an inherent imbalance in it that needs to be worked at in this lifetime in order to come into full balance, or you simply need to consider the feminine perspective. Perhaps there is a difficulty in your relationship that could be solved with more compassion and more attention to love and the beauty of life. Yeah, there's a lot of Venusian energy here, especially with money bag as well. This is all about value. What do you value at this time? That's the challenge. your challenge here is to bring positive energy into the situation and to bring the relationship into harmony. Poison inoculation being here, and I know you. Man, this is really giving me Shiva and Parvati vibes. You might be a twin flame, pile 2. Yes. Yeah, you might be a twin flame that's not in union at this time. With poison inoculation being here along with Shiva, Shiva actually is known for having a blue throat because of consuming poison that was meant to kill the gods, essentially. I may be butchering that story off the top of my head right now because it's been a really long time since I've read it, but that's giving me a throat chakra blockage, so there may be a lack of communication at this time. Just be open and allow whatever comes through to come through. Try not to think too much about how clumsy it is. Messages for pile number 1. That's too many cards, Spirit. No, it's pile number 2. Why do I keep saying pile number 1? You might need to go watch pile number 1 too. Pile number 2. There might be a message for you in there as well. Okay. Advice for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Thank you. With the Star in reverse and 5 of Wands in reverse, see the lack of restoration is, and the lack of conflict here is because of the lack of perspective. You may be too much into calculated conversations and not necessarily flowing. I'm not seeing any like emotions or cups here so far. I'm seeing a lot of ideas and logic, especially with the 5 of Swords here with the 5 of Wands. So we have 26, 22. So I'm seeing 2, 2, 2, 5, 5. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict and anxiety here, separating people, keeping you from coming together and finding true connection in these emotions. The only cups here are in reverse now with the 8 of Swords, and this is self-imposed. Just open your mouth and say what you need to say, pile 2, and be open to working with other people to get the hard work done. Like, you know, nobody, well, I won't say nobody, but most people don't climb mountains alone. You go along with a team. With the Page of Wands here. Yeah, so just reach out and send the message that you've been wanting to send. Have the conversation you've been putting off. And I think the results will honestly be a lot better than you think that they'll be. Okay, with the 3 of Swords. Okay, so 3 of Swords and 9 of Wands. So you're anxious that your heart's gonna get broken. And you've kind of been obsessive about it. With the High Priestess here, what I'm getting here is that you're watching and you're waiting, but with the Devil, you're getting stuck in your head. And with the 2 of Swords here, that's indecision. So yeah. Knight of Wands and Justice. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse, with Justice, what I'm seeing is if you don't reach out, if you do reach out, don't be, you know, in like a super sexual or like duplicitous energy. because, you know, it will go how you approach it. Yeah.